Hey there folks, this is Johnny again, and today we're gonna build the new PC. First of all, it's kind of interesting. On my last video, it didn't take too long for someone to strongly recommend I should go with an AMD platform instead of Intel. The thing is, if I would have gone with AMD, someone else would have pointed out I should rather go with Intel. There's no win-win here, and I'm very much for discussing and doing some tech talk, but I'm very much not into endless debates that are all over the internet already, so I'm not gonna add to that. Bottom line, you can't please everybody, okay? So someone's always going to disagree with you, and I'm just gonna have to accept that. For my part, I made my research. I watched a whole bunch of tests and benchmarks and comparative stuff, and I saw the real world numbers, and that is how I made my decision on this stuff, and I made very decisive choices, okay? In order to convince me to go with something else, you gotta give me some real world numbers, and the Intel platform shows in all the tests is better for real-time performance. And AMD is better for rendering and whatnot. You just gotta figure out what's your priority. So that's why I'm going with Intel and whatnot. So here's the CPU, and this is kind of interesting, kind of a wimpy packaging if you ask me. Just this little box, and the CPU is just wedged between two pieces of foam, and I'm not sure if you can see that. It's not bracketed or held in by anything. It's just loose between two pieces of foam, and it can move around inside the box. Now, let's see what actually arrived. I'm still missing the CPU cooler and the SSD card. Actually, it should arrive today along with the case, and the case arrived. And on Amazon, it says that the cooler and the SSD card are on the way and should be delivered today, which makes me think the package delivery guy may have forgotten to give me those or something. He actually didn't come by my house. He went to the neighbor and gave it to them because he didn't see a car in our yard. So okay, but I'm not gonna bash on the package delivery guy. He's just human too. And as far as I know, the whole package delivering service work conditions aren't really great. So I'm gonna forgive him for that if he actually forgot about it. So let's see what we can do for now. Without the CPU cooler, I can't really do much. I need to first install a couple of brackety stuff before I can really put all the rest in there. But I can start working on the case and put the power supply in there, as well as the mainboard shroud. So, but power supply. I'm pretty sure this whole video recording thingy will be very janky right now, because I have literally the tiniest space on my desk and nowhere else really to work. I don't have a kind of workbench. Also, when I want to work on my guitars, it's not a good deal. I gotta figure something out, like put a kind of a workbench over here, perhaps. But we shall see. Wait, now I get it. They're not supposed to come out. They're not supposed to come out completely. They're supposed to stay in the side panel. I get it. That's cool, actually. That means they don't get lost. Okay, taking a look inside here. There's a little box with some screws and stuff, some accessories. I don't really need those right now. You know what? Let me place the camera somewhere else so you can actually look in here. Okay, I'm pretty sure the lighting is gonna be not so great right now. But okay, we'll see. So a box with screws, and here are some cables from the case and whatnot. So let's get the power supply in there. This build is gonna be very black from the inside. So power supply is black, and the main board is black, and also the GPU, the graphics card, is pretty much black. So black. It's all black. I really like how modern cases are constructed. So the fan of the power supply is actually pointing down, and down here there is the case is perforated, and there is even dust filter, and there's enough space down here so the power supply can get some air. In my current case, the power supply is up here, and right beneath that is the giant CPU cooler. So it's not getting a lot of air, and the air it's getting is actually pretty warm coming from the CPU cooler and whatnot. So I'm really liking this new type of construction. Okay. And the power supply is in there. So, but now I'm wondering if that was really such a smart move, installing the power supply before the main board. Well, we'll see when we get to it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some tough time getting to those screws down here. But as I said, we'll see when we get to it. Don't you just hate it when packaging stuff doesn't go back together the way it was intended to? So, this one needs to go like this. There we go. Okay, so that's in. And this is pretty cool. Everything in here is from Be Quiet, so this really ought to be quiet. Yeah, let's put that back in there. Right now I can literally do nothing but wait for the CPU cooler to arrive. People are complaining I'm going with a normal SATA instead of an M.2. Well, I don't really care. I mean, if I have one cable more or not, what does it matter? The SATA SSD is gonna be mounted to the back, the cable's at the back. It's not gonna be a deal. Any kind of deal. I know M.2 is kind of the modern way to go, but it's not mandatory. But anyway, I shall get back to you when the rest arrives. Okay, so it's the next day and the rest of the stuff finally came, and now we can go on. First of all, I gotta take out the main board. Okay. So, first thing I gotta do now is mount a little bit of stuff here from the cooler, then CPU, then RAM, then the actual cooler. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna need this back plate. This one right now. Not sure if you can tell. Now I gotta get the proper screws. Gotta need this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah. Got the manual over here. Ain't no shame to manuals. Okay, some brackety stuff is already on there now, and it was kind of fiddly, more than I would like. Okay, let's go on with the CPU. Here is the brain of this PC. So why do I not see a triangle that tells me what direction this needs to go? No, okay, now I get it. This goes like this. Little wiggle to make sure it's really in there. Close it up. Okay, this goes off. And it's in there. Now the RAM. If you want to know how to build a PC, I highly recommend you actually watch some tutorials on YouTube and not use my video as a reference, because I'm just building this for myself and you can enjoy watching me fail, probably. We'll see. So this one goes like this. Okay, and then this one goes into that slot. Okay, and it's nicely snapped in there. Now, the actual CPU cooler. And this bad boy. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Gonna put this one right smack in the middle. Okay. Then this one goes off. We place it on here. Wait, you know what? Let's put this one in there. Okay. Now these two screws. And this this weapon right here. Okay, the thing is on there. Now the fan. Oh, this is a very nice big fan. With this, and I need these. So how does this work? There's a system fan. I need CPU fan. Now we gotta watch out for the spacing with the RAM. Okay, it's on there. Woohoo! Now let's try and put this into its case. Okay, we got the case here. Now let's get the motherboard in there. Let's just pick it up at the cooler. Real careful. There. Now it's in there. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be about right. Now this is gonna be fun. Super tiny screws, and it's all black in here. If one of them gets lost, I will never ever see that again. Okay, she's in there. Woohoo! I'm so hoping this will turn out right. You never know with PCs. I so hope I didn't put too much force onto anything while installing everything. We shall see. We shall see. Now let's check out. Okay. These case fans are all wired together. Okay, we will take care of that later. Now let's put this thing on its feet. No, wait, graphics card. Woohoo! There she is. Okay, and the graphics card is in there. Now let's pull over. So now power. We need power. Hope you can see well. This is what it looks like right now. Completely black. So what should we start with? Perhaps let's go from top to bottom. I'd say CPU power. CPU power. Can we route it through there? Does that fit? Yeah, it fits. Awesome. Can we plug it in? I guess that's the more trickier question. Okay, the stupid thing about these plugs is when they're split like this, in this power supply, they don't lock together. So that's gonna be a little bit tricky. Aha! First one's in there. Now for the second one. Okay, all the power cables are connected now. That was kind of a hassle. And also with this motherboard, you can't go super clean with the cable management because the PCI Express power is smack dab in the middle right there. So I'm gonna have to run the cable in front of everything. And also for the graphics cards, this is a shorter form factor, so going cable routing through the back doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's just right now. But these two cables should not impede the airflow whatsoever. So on to the SSD, and then wiring up the case to the main board, and then we can check if it actually posts. Okay, a little fast forward here, and she's done. Not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but hopefully functional. So this is what it looks like here from the inside. Gotta stuff some cables down there because they don't fit in the back anymore. And yeah, cable management is also not the sexiest thing, but functional. So now Let's plug her up to some power and monitors. And let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm switching my monitor now to the second input. New PC. See if it works. It turned on. The fans are running. So we got something. Hey! Look at that! It's working! It's alive! So, let's see what we got here. Intel i5 9600K, memory size 16 gigabytes. Yeah, memory. Let's see if it's really seeing everything correctly, but it seems to be that way. Yep. Storage size 1 terabyte. Yep. Fan info. Can do a fan curve in here. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. Success. Oh, that is what that feels like. Interesting. Okay. So PC is built. I'm quite sweaty. Now I gotta edit this video on the old PC and then do all the installation stuff, and the next video you will see will be done on the new PC already. Man, what a feeling. Wow. Finally got a new PC. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Alright, then that's it for this video, and I shall see you next time.